I don't even know how to start this. It feels strange to finally say these words out loud. Or, well, to write them out for the first time. But here it goes. There's something I've been keeping buried in my chest for years. Something that's eaten away at me slowly, piece by piece. It's a secret I swore I would take to the grave. But now, I feel like it's the right time to let it out. It all started back when I was in high school. I was just like any other teenager, trying to fit in, struggling with self-image, navigating relationships, and constantly feeling like I wasn't enough. But beneath the surface, I had something inside me that no one else knew. Not my parents. Not my friends. Not even my closest confidants. It was a secret so deeply rooted in shame that I never even told myself the full truth until years later. I had been secretly dealing with severe anxiety and depression for most of my teenage years. But there's more to it than that. It wasn't just about feeling sad or stressed out. It was about feeling trapped, suffocated by my own mind. I would hide in the bathroom during school, pretending I was just sick, but in reality, I was having panic attacks, convinced that I was failing at life in every way imaginable. At home, I would pretend everything was okay. My parents never noticed because I was so good at masking it. I smiled, I laughed, I went to family events. I acted like everything was fine. But inside, it was a different story. Every single day felt like a battle I couldn't win. I thought maybe it would just go away if I ignored it long enough. But it didn't. It just got worse. The worst part? I never told anyone. I didn't want to be labeled as weak or crazy or a drama queen. I kept hearing voices in my head telling me I wasn't worthy of help, that I wasn't really struggling in a way that mattered. I didn't have the courage to reach out. But then one night, something happened that changed everything. I had just finished a shift at my part-time job. I was exhausted, mentally, physically, emotionally. It was around 10 p.m. when I started to feel it again. The tightness in my chest, the shortness of breath, the overwhelming sense of doom. I thought I was having another panic attack, but this time, it was different. This time, something inside me snapped. I broke down. In the middle of the parking lot, in front of the car I had driven myself to work in. I fell to my knees, sobbing uncontrollably. For the first time in my life, I didn't care who saw me. I just needed to let it all out. And I did. It felt like years of tension and hurt and confusion had been released in that moment. But it wasn't over. That night, I made a promise to myself. I wasn't going to hide anymore. I wasn't going to keep this secret in my chest for one more day. The next morning, I called a therapist. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew it would take time. But what I didn't know was how freeing it would be to finally share my pain and begin to heal. Fast forward a few months, and I've learned to manage my mental health in ways I never thought possible. I've shared my story with a few close friends, and their support has meant more to me than I can express. I found people who understand, people who've been through their own struggles, and we've created a little community of care and encouragement. But I'm sharing this with you now because I know I'm not the only one hiding something in my chest. We all carry around secrets, burdens, and fears that we think we can't tell anyone. We think we have to carry them alone. But we don't. The moment I let go of my secret, everything changed. And maybe, just maybe, this is the moment for you to start letting go too. If you've been hiding something in your chest, I want you to know that you don't have to carry it alone. You deserve help, support, and a life that feels lighter. Take the first step today. Trust me, you won't regret it.